Good morning, students. You are welcome in today's online class. So, we have already discussed about the gully control measures in which we have learnt about the biological practices to control gully and gully erosion. So, today we shall talk about engineering measures of gully erosions, where we'll talk about the engineering measures particularly. So engineering controls may be of two types: temporary and permanent. Temporary control measures could be structured quickly and serve up to maximum 8 years depending on the uh, conditions and flow of runoff. Such structures is made for the small and medium gully runoff and retain effective amount of water as well as soil, or you can say deposition. These structures are like small dams which restrict the flow of runoff into gullies and allow control amount of runoff. So temporary check dams could be made of local material like bamboo, woven wires, shrubs, straw, sandbag, etc. And the common feature of such kind of dams are it has generally the center of the dam kept little lower than the side to allow you can say more flow of runoff from the center. And then after once runoff will flow ahead, there is a chance of waterfall erosion, there is a chance of further soil erosion from the gully. So to avoid this, certain distance we used to keep apron. So this is a kind of, you can say, protecting gully bed at some distance, which will protect the further erosion of soil. Okay. So such structures or such temporary measures are categorized in various ways, and these are the temporary structure: woven wire check dam, brushed dam, loose rock dam, slab dam, a plank dam, lock check dam, and boulder check dams. So these are the few temporary structures which could be structured by local material and into the to avoid gully erosion. So if we'll talk about the temporary structure, which is made of local material. So see, this is the general structure of most of the dam. So here you can see these are the side walls of gully. This is actually top view, and here is a flow of runoff. So once runoff is flowing from or this is called upstream, when runoff is coming from this side. So this is the local material which is kept across the slope of gully. It will restrict the flow of runoff and allow controlled amount of runoff after this. So because of this structure, velocity reduced, and because of the density of such structures, deposition will retain here at this particular place, and only the controlled amount of runoff will flow ahead. So this is a one kind of, you can say, temporary one schematic view of temporary controlled structures. Then after I was talking about the waterfall erosion or soil erosion, which is due to this downstream flow. So you can see if in this particular diagram, you can see if upstream is coming from this and there are sods, you can see there are sods. So due to this, velocity will restrict, flow will restrict, deposition will can say deposit here, soil will deposit here, whatever coming with the runoff. And due to presence of this structure, water will sustain here, you can say water will harvest here, and then controlled amount, some little amount of water which is over this, which will flow from the top of the dam or sometimes through the dam. But say for instance, I am telling you, if water flow or runoff flowing over the dam, then there is this particular point, there is a chance of waterfall erosion. So to avoid this, some kind of some kind of straw or some kind of boulders you can kept here, so that when water will fall here, so there will not be any soil erosion due to striking of this water. So this apron could be kept for the uh, for the protection, and this could be up to 1 meter, 1 to 1.5 meter or so. And another feature of such dams are, in this figure you can see, the sides are little higher side and the center is at little lower. So in all the temporary control structure, you may see the bed are like this. So what will happen when runoff will come or runoff will pass from this dams? So the concentration of flow will pass from the center of the dam. So this will allow to flow more runoff from the center. Okay, and because if runoff will flow from the center, so there will not be any chances of further damage from the sides. So this is a few common parameters of temporary control gully structure, temporary gully control structures. Okay, now the first one I informed you, that woven wire check dam. So these dams are constructed into gullies where the slope percentage is less than 10. For the construction of such dam, high gauge woven wire is used, which is installed across the gully slope. And then after installing, I will show you the figure first. See, these are this is the woven wires. See, you can see it's a net kind of. Okay, so once you will install this woven wire across the gully bed, so what will happen? It will restrict the flow of runoff, as well as there's a possibility that water may flow and deposition may flow from the mesh of the wires. So to avoid this, you have to kept some straw, some loose material, or you can say some fine shrubs at here, particularly from the upstream side. So upstream side, there would be a straw, and over which runoff will flow, and then it will deposit water as well as sediment will deposit here, and then controlled amount of flow will go into downstream. If you'll see the this is the isometric, this is the, you can see, this is the cross sectional view, you can see this is the woven wire, and yes, all the woven wire are packed. And since, because you have to keep center low from the compared to the sides, so we have to put some pegs for maintaining the slopes, or to hold this woven wire into the gully. And just before this, like this is the another view, side view. So here you can place some fine particles of straw, and this is called your apron. Okay, so this is a kind of woven wire check dam. So I told you, heavy gauge woven wire is placed against the post with the lower part set in trench of about 20 to 15 to 20 centimeter deep, and that pegs should be projected about uh, projected about 1 feet above the ground surface. Yes, for there's a chances that due to flow of runoff, your uh, straw and mulches, whatever you have kept into the upstream side, they may flow or they may disturb. So to avoid this, you are advisable, it is advisable that you should keep some such large stones to compress that straw and fine materials into the gully bed. So this is advisable, you can keep. So this is all about the wire woven structures. And then coming to the another structures, brush dam. So brush dam are easy to build and cost effective, but the stability of such dams are little less compared to the other check dams of this category. These dams, first I will show you the figure, this. Okay, so in this dam, sides and bottom of the gully protected by a layer of straw and mulches. Such layers could be stacked one by one over the each other, and it stacking is allowed till your designed height and length. Sometimes, like previous one, sometimes you can keep large stones over the straw. So I was telling you that this is the gully. Okay, and here is upstream. Now you have to place some straw or local material mulches like this across the gully slope, across the gully slope. And once you are placing such straw, so to fix at this particular point, you have to use some pegs or some boulders, and this like this. And now this is the side view, you can see these pegs. If you will see this here, so one is stacked, two is stacked, three is stacked, another, if you'll see here, one is stacked, two is stacked, three, that means a layer of straw has to be kept on top of the first layer, and then followed by second, third and fourth, so on, so that it will maintain, it will have some height to, and which will allow the flow of water over it. Okay. And then after, you have to keep some apron space here. So if you'll see this particular diagram, you can see a brush kind of construction is made for the flow of runoff. So So this was all about the brush dam, where you have to create a brush kind of structure like this by placing some straw loose materials into the uh, gully bed. And this gully bed should, not only in gully bed, this you can say straw must be projected up to certain height of side walls. And this is the, you can say, cross sectional view from the front, and this is longitudinal view. You can understood by understanding these figures. And for connecting, yes, if you are installing some pags or some you can say some pags, these are the some pags. To fasten them, you may use some kind of GI pipe or GI wire, or or you can say kind of oven wire for connecting each other so that stability maintained. The major difficulty in such kind of dams are leakage. Since the packing material are the straw and other fine particles, so there we can't stop the complete water. There will be some flow of runoff from the bottom. So this is the one drawback of such kind of dams. But yes, it is effective in reducing the gully erosion. Now next is loose rock dam. So you can see in the figure, such structures or such dams are made of with the use of rocks, and these rocks, or you can say small rocks or boulders, could be placed into the gully bed at certain height, to a certain height. And such kind of dams are applicable for the small and medium size of drainage area. And such dams are applicable where flat stones are available, or if flat stones are not available, or kind of stones are not available, so you may ask someone, or you may uh, ask someone to provide such kind of boulders for making dams. And one more thing is that don't think that a single structure will solve the purpose. This is the one structure, but at certain distance, say 10 meter or so, or 1 kilometer or so, you have to place these structures across the gully at proper interval, so that your erosion could be minimized. So all the temporary structure like woven wire or brush dams are not supposed to have a single structure over the entire length of gully. They may have number of such structures may have into the uh, throughout the gully at particular interval. And this is the one. In previous slide you have seen the flowing water, and here you can see this is the dam, where you have to create a kind of passage to allow upstream to allow upstream. And such structures, if there's a possibility that flow due to flow of runoff, due to impact of water, the boulders may be fall, or maybe such structures may be damaged. So to avoid such kind of things, all the structures could be encased into the wire, so it makes some kind of rigid structure and stability will be maintained. And such structures called sometimes gabion structures. See, this is the one pictorial presentation of such dams. you can see apron is must, and this is the boulder or stones by which you can, this is the flow, you can see upstream, and then after this dam the downstream will flow like this. And here is a apron, this is the apron. So for doing this you have to construct little trench here, so that you can place some boulders for better stability here, and then you can keep boulder over here, and then once upstream will flow from this, it will go into downstream, and downstream will flow over the apron, and then in further okay. So trench, I told you that trench must be made. So just a minute. Okay, so welcome after the break. So we were talking about the boulder check dam. So the construction, the trench about for the construction, a trench is made across the gully to a depth of about 1 feet, so that it form a base for dam, and over which you can put stones. And again, I told you earlier that all the temporary structures have center at little lower side. So the center of dam is kept lower than the sides of side walls. And for the construction of apron, flat rocks or some straw materials you can put for the downstream. Then another one is plank or slab dam. So plank means actually it is suitable for the area where timber is available. You can say in forest area particularly. If such dams are useful in the area where timbers and woods, particularly planks, are available, and this could be constructed with uh, less labors, and uh, could resist the flow of larger drainage area. For this you have to place a plank into the gully bottom, and then upstream area will allow to flow into the plank, over the plank, and that channel created by the plank would reduce the further gully erosion. And that another thing is that the slope of that dam, which is plank dam, should not exceed then 2:1. Similarly, for the another area, particularly forest where logs are available, so to avoid gully erosion or to control gully erosion, we can use log check dam, where log must be wooden log, or you can say trunk of the trees could be placed across the gullies at certain height, so that uh, flow of runoff would be restricted, as well as once flow of runoff would be restricted, and deposition will take place at a certain point. This could yes, the inclination for the log check dam has to be maintained, which is about 25% backward at downstream side, to allow control amount of water. Generally the wear or spillway should be about should be in rectangular shape with a shape of 1 to 2 meter length, and with a depth of 0.5 meter. This is a kind of log check dam. Another kind of log check dam, where once you are placing the logs. So this is the weir, or you can say spillway, from which flow of runoff will pass. And then at downstream you have to keep some kind of straw materials or stones for apron. And in actual view you can see this is a dam, and this is the one you can see spillway over which water will flow, through which water will flow, runoff will flow. And yes, the same structure is here, another side, and in between these sand material, gravels, or you can say coarse gravels or fine gravels are put, so that water flow will restrict, and once the water will reach at certain height, it will flow from the top of the spillway, through the spillway. So at this particular height, water will be maintained. This is another kind of water harvesting. And as I informed you, that such kind of a structure must be fit or must be installed at some interval, at some interval throughout the gully. Okay. Now boulder check dam. Okay, before going into detail, I will show you the figure. This is the kind of boulder check dam. This one. Yes, this could be also used for the medium gully runoff, and it's a kind of little, such kind of dams are little stout compared to the other structures which we have learned earlier. And such kind of dams may sustain the loads and streams of multiple gullies, and it could be handle the catchment area, or a runoff of catchment area of about 20 hectare or less. The permissible height of such dams about 2 meter, and for the stability, for just a minute, yes, the permissible amount of height of this boulder check dam is about 2 meter, and for the stability you have to create some trench at the bottom, so that could be a 0.5 or so, 0.5 meter or so that we can provide a stable boulder check dam against the flow of runoff. Again, the spillway could be in trapezoidal shape or a rectangular shape. The thickness of dam could vary. The thickness of dam, you can say, the thickness of dam could vary about 1 meter, and the upstream face of dam is usually vertical. So this was all about the temporary gully control structures. So after the break, we'll discuss about the permanent gully control structures. Okay. So just have a 10-minute break and then come on to the class.